Okay, thank you. Let's move to the next question in the name of Assembly Member Qureshi, cold homes crisis.
Thank you. This is a very interesting question, Murad, because last year, for reasons that we don't fully understand, even though it wasn't a particularly cold winter, there was an increase in extra winter deaths, or excess winter deaths, as they're called, by about 4,000 across the country. We're trying to work out what that was about. One of the suggestions, it's 4,000 in London alone. We're trying to work out what was going on there. Generally speaking, life expectancy is going up. People are in better health for longer. One suggestion may be that the flu vaccine wasn't as effective as it could have been, but there's no question that too many Londoners are living in inadequately heated homes, and it's that gets it. It's the cold combined with infections in the chest that zap you, and that's why it's so vital to help people with the cost of insulation, to help people with the cost of heating. People know their rights, they know what payments they can expect. We get on with renew and refit and all that good stuff.
Thank you, Mayor. And you're right, it has gone from 1,700 in 2013-14 to 4,000 last winter, and we had a mild winter.
You're right.
Let's not forget. It's suggested that at least 30% of it is down to cold homes, apart from the flu jab variations and what have you. I take that on board. But when did you first become aware of the increase in deaths? I, for example, heard about it in the summer, but I was waiting for the official figures to come out. And what action did you take?
Well, I have to tell you, I'm afraid that it's only really that in the course of the briefings for this session that I've seen the figures. To the best of my knowledge, I'm happy to get back to you on that. But I don't think that I've been briefed on the excess winter deaths phenomenon before. If that's my memory anyway.
Okay, well, I just hope it hasn't fallen between the stools between your health and your environmental team.
No.
That's my concern. And
I don't think it has. I think that I don't know where the figures became available, but those are the figures we have for last year. They are, as you say, they are striking, and there may be a number of factors at work. I think we need to dig into them and see what's going on. Insofar as cold homes may be a part of it, we need to be helping people, to sort that out.
These are provisional figures. We'll have to wait for the ONC to confirm them, but nonetheless, in a mild winter, it looks as though we may get another mild winter. We had 4,000 deaths.
Maybe a mild winter is worse.
Well, that's an interesting thought. But can I just draw to your attention? There's a Turn to Us Cold Homes campaign at the moment on the tube system. I don't know if you've noticed on the small adverts.
A what?
There's a Turn to Us Cold Homes campaign on the tube system, which suggests that 1 in 2 working families are struggling to pay their energy bills. So I have to really ask you, after nearly 8 years as mayor, how come London still doesn't have a fuel poverty strategy?
Well, it does, and we do a huge. That's not quite fair, Murad. We do a
elements you've talked about.
We do a huge amount to make sure that Londoners are aware of their rights their rights to cold winter payments, their rights to help with their heating costs. Actually, the cost of hydrocarbons is incredibly low at the moment, as you know.
It's not been passed on.
And that it is a scandal. It hasn't been properly passed on to the consumer, but that is helping to hold prices down a bit. The crucial thing is we in this city we waste prodigious quantities of money and fuel through inadequately insulated homes. It is absolutely disgraceful. London doesn't get enough funding for this. We have about 23% of the solid wall homes in the country, and we get only 6% of the retrofit money. And we need to be properly helped by government to retrofit more homes. We've done about 175,000 so far, and we have we've done about 500,000 so far. and we have a further 175,000 in the pipeline, but we need to do about 1.2 million.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, I don't deny that that's been done, but what I was really pushing at are the things that councils like Islington have done with their Shine programme, where they've actually given people fuel poverty advice and referral services. I won't be surprised, for example, when we get the breakdown of the figures by boroughs, that Islington's access winter deaths are a lot less by proportion of population.
I'd be interested to see that.
And that's why the Labour Group has made similar proposals with our Home Energy Action teams to make it pan-London. But can I just finally ask you, what's your Christmas message to Londoners who are having to choose between heating and food and are frightened to switch the heating on?
Well, my Christmas message is that they should be of good cheer, because we are going to be retrofitting huge numbers of homes in the next couple of years, and that they should get onto our website and discover all the ways in which they can reduce their bills. And we have where we stand like coiled springs, ready to help Londoners to insulate their homes in all sorts of ways. I'm delighted to hear what you say about Islington. It happens to be where I live. If they have my house leaks like an absolute sieve. If they have some brilliant way that will help me insulate my home, I'm all for it.
I'll mention that to them tonight.